And we're back with another PicoCTF challenge, this time secrets, a web exploitation challenge. Description: we have several pages hidden. Can you find the one with the flag? The website is running here, and for hints it says folders, folders, folders. Now before we look at that, I want to talk about how websites work and forced browsing, what that is. So in order to help illustrate, what I've done is I've created a very simple website here. We have a folder. I've got an index.html, so this would be HTML, and then I've got two files here. I've got a users file that has some usernames. I've got this no one will find this needle in a haystack file. I've got a hidden directory with a secrets file that says my credit card numbers are. So you can imagine that's something very sensitive. And I'm going to serve this up. And we're going to talk about some of the interesting things that happen with websites. So I'll serve it on port 9999 and we will browse to it. So a website is really simple. It's essentially exposing a series of directories to the internet for anyone to view. And it's really easy to see what's present if there isn't a proper index.html. See how this has an index_.html? That means you get the directory listing and you can see all the files. And so it's very easy for you to see there's a hidden and then a secrets file. However, if we were to make a subtle change here, if we were to change this index_HTML to index.html, what happens is now we're served the page. This web page that doesn't have links to anything else, and further, we can't see the things that are present in this website's directory. So the only way that we could find things would be what's called forced browsing, which is maybe it has a secrets and we get a 404, meaning not found. Maybe it has a secrets 2, maybe it's secrets.txt. So obviously that's very difficult and very time intensive. So the first thing you would try to do is you would try to learn from the pages. If it referenced something like a hidden folder, you would say, well, why don't I go into there and see what's going on? The other thing people have done is they've created both word lists. So for example, this is directory list 2.3 small, and you'll see it's a series of words that are likely to be directories or files on a server. And there are tools, forced browsing tools, that do essentially the same process we were just doing. They iterate through. So this is GoBuster. It's going to look for directories on this URL using this word list. And what you can see is it finds a user's file. If we give it a second, it finds a hidden file. And the way that it's determining this is based off the HTTP code. Remember, we get a 404 if we put in something that's not present. A 404, anything that begins with a 4, so 400 series, means an error. One thing you'll notice is something like this, no one will find needle in a haystack, that's not going to be on very many word lists. So you're unlikely to ever find this. I mean, if you get it exactly right, yes, you'll download it. If you get even one character off, you get a 404. All right. So that's what's going on here. Is we are going to try to discover all these different hidden folders based off this. We won't have to use one of these tools and exhaustively go through. In this case, we went through about 40,000 different entries before we started timing out. This is probably just I don't know, some kind of issue locally. I'm maybe browsing too fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through the sources that we have available, and we're going to see what kind of paths we have. And we can see we have a secrets path that has assets. And if we look at those assets, they're not really that interesting. It's a style sheet and it's this image. But the path is very interesting. So we'll open this in a new tab and we'll see if we can open up secrets and assets. Excuse me. And we get a forbidden. So let's try just the secret directory. And that did not work. Let's see, what was the path that I had to do here? Secret. What else did we have? We've got secret, assets. I feel like I just made a minor mistake here. Why is this not? Oh, for some reason it chopped off the port. There we go. Oh, and I messed up further here. Sorry, all human error. All right, so we get, can't remember if this is Andy from Parks and Rec. Yes. So he says, you almost found me, you're doing well. So again, let's inspect our sources. Let's see what we have. We've got a secret hidden directory with file.css. And then we've got this being served up, this GIF. So again, let's open a new tab. You'll notice this time it kept the port. So I guess I just screwed up before. And let's see if we can browse inside of hidden. And we can. So again, let's take a look in sources. We've got a super hidden directory, which is serving up a login.css. We'll open this guy up. We'll look through. Nothing interesting here, but maybe the path has interesting things in it. That's weird that it keeps chopping off the port. That is very strange. I wish I knew why it was doing that. What am I doing wrong? Okay, well, I guess I wasn't doing anything wrong. I'll have to rewatch the video, but for some reason, those errors you saw was just the port missing. Finally, you found me, but can you see me? And then in white text, there was PicoCTF success. I can't read whatever leet speak they're going for there. So let's go ahead. Let's submit it. Obviously, this is quite a bit easier because we have links to everything. So we don't have to do the huge jumps that occur when you have to use a word list. So nice way to get your feet wet with forced browsing. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful. If it was, like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. Later.